like your parents send you here, man, from the heaven. And you got parents in heaven too. You got like God, and you got your. 'Cause we all just incarnation. It's like everybody put back together in heaven. And you got your parents over there as well. And it's like they send you here to grow. They send you here to grow up, to get you out of your adolescent behavior, basically. So it's like you come here. I don't think I ever told this like this because some of it's fuzzy and cloudy. But you come here to become a grown man and a grown woman or a grown woman. You come here to get past all your temptations. And the Ouroboros is built specifically for that. So you get on your journey to school, you get on the Ouroboros, just imagine your destination being college or being rich. Well, on your way there, and once you get there, you start going through the thing, partying, you get, introduced to the worldly stuff. And what happens is, what you don't know is that whatever you get addicted to, and whatever you tend to do all the time, I look at this Chuck Norris movie. I've been on a Chuck Norris binge, bro. And it reminds me of my grandparents. I never watched Chuck Norris because they watch it so much, but I said I'm gonna watch it. And Chuck Norris really, he was before his time, bro. He had his look that we got in our family real bad. You could tell he used to look at people in movies like, why did you do that? Like, you could tell he knew when people messed up in parts in movies. And he never hid that part, and he just look at you crazy. But Chuck Norris was in there with this Indian, and I be doing that. Y'all need to go watch all the Chuck Norris. Watch the ones online, the free ones. They be tripping me out. This Indian was talking. He was with this girl and this dude, and he was talking to the Indian, and this Indian raised his finger like this, and his hair blew back, and this light glowed over. That's some stuff people be thinking that's how I be feeling like I be doing, But especially when I'm outside, I gotta stop that, bro. You just stop and feel the wind. I be feeling the wind, you know what I'm saying? And this dude did it on there. I said, I tripped out, boy. I did. I know people think I'm crazy. And then he took him to another room, and he did the same thing. He said he was talking about Jesus. He was talking about Jesus' temple, palace, mansion in heaven. And he went out again and just But anyway, that's what he did, clear the throat. Well, I'm telling you, I ain't never even watched. Being in this situation, I've been able to watch. I used to be so busy. I would buy movies, rent movies. I would buy them. I wouldn't even watch them. I watch them with a female. Sometimes every now and again I watch them with a female friend, but most of the time I stay busy. I stay in the studio. You know what I'm saying? If she was cheating, if she was cheating, it didn't bother me because that was my chance to go to the studio. that was my chance to go to the studio. Don't do that out there, though. Me and her were just really, we shouldn't have got married. We were more like business partners. We shouldn't have got married. I ain't trying to be funny though. We just shouldn't have got married, bro. But anyway, back to the real talk. So when you sing, because a lot of y'all, I don't want to hear that no more. While we here, you need to go ahead and fix what you thought you when you thought you could play God, because we all are one body of God with God. You can't go back home as long as you think you God. But besides all that, we here. You're here to evolve into your angelic self, your higher self. That's why the closest thing to your angelic self is your higher self. You get into your higher self, you're back connected with God. So you go through these things, your parents send you here and you go through these things. Your parents, like your parents know your problem with you. They know, God do too. God know what's wrong with you. So let's say you run into drugs and you stay there and I'm stuck on the drug. Oh, I'm stuck on the drug. Well, you're going to stay stuck on the drug till you realize how you need to get yourself off the drug. And you're going to learn about God as you get yourself off that drug. Because you're going to have to learn how to love yourself. And in order for you to remember how to love yourself, you're going to have to love God first. God going to always be at the forefront and everything. That's how you're going to know, okay, we are going back towards God. If you want to get out of here, but if you want to stay here, you just keep staying in there with that drug, you're going to die, and you're going to incarnate right back in that same position again. That's how it works. Then you finally pass that test, you're going to go to another sin, and the same thing, same rules apply. And then another sin, even with sex, it don't matter. And then another sin, same rules apply. It's going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you in that situation like that. Utilize drugs. That's why I like utilizing drugs, because I can go on and on. I know I get in y'all feeling, because some of y'all think it's normal to do certain things, but it ain't. And definitely shouldn't be that many of y'all. And definitely, I can teach. I'm starting to get to the point where I can teach it to the point where you'll get that part too, and you'll be like, my God, what have we been doing? Well, transporting. So it is. I ain't got a clear message on it because I don't really want to get into it. But it's looking like I might have to be the one teaching eventually in the future, though. Hopefully it's way down there before, like a couple years before I die. Boy, that's rough, boy. Woo, Lord, Lord. I mean, not just for me, just grabbing the knowledge just grabbing the knowledge and saying, okay, this is what's going on. The knowledge and teaching it, that would be rough for me. That's what I'm saying. Grabbing the knowledge and teaching it, because I know I'm gonna be attacked again. And these attacks right here were pretty. It was a lot, man. It's like y'all so hard headed, you don't want to keep on. But you gotta understand, if you understood why you was here, what you came here for, and what you need to be doing while you was here, then you probably hurry up probably try a lot harder to go back the right way. You're not really supposed to come here and go to hell. You know, that was not even an option. You know, it was like hell had to be created because of that. You come here to sow your royal oats. Embrace your royal oats. Now, let me show you this first. So you come here and you stuck in this drug. We're going to use drugs just like any other sin is sin. We're going to utilize drugs, okay? We're going to utilize drugs. All right, you're on the drug. You're on the drug, okay? And it actually get to the point where you feel tough enough to get off the drug. You want to get off the drug. But at this point, you're not getting off the drug because you want to, you're getting off the drug, but you forcefully making yourself get off the drug. It ain't like cold turkey. It's just like you have that momentum, you have that power. And somehow, some way, you get you backlash, I don't know what they say, relapse. You relapse, and when you relapse, you break down, you lose that momentum every time you relapse, you lose that momentum. So you need to watch that. It's your ancestor or guardian angel. God telling them, to keep you there because you haven't learned your lesson. God, know your heart. I'm learning that too in here. Like, it's something about heartbeats, bro. And I've been getting with God and saying I want to get rid of a lot of stuff in the future, like technology and stuff. And he teaching me something with my heartbeats, which is pretty cool and unique. But it's almost like the matter of fact, I'll tell you exactly how it is. It's like the lie detector test. It's like that. And I can just sense it. That's pretty cool. I don't think everybody can do it. You could, but you gotta really clean yourself up. It's almost like you healing yourself. You healing yourself. You consider you healing yourself to the point where you done healed yourself. My neck, boy, my head. You healing yourself to the point where you starting to feel everything around you. That's what healing, cleansing. You cleansing yourself to the point where I am, to the point I'm starting to feel, because I'm celibate, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to feel everything around me. Like, I already done filtered out all the other people that was in my DNA that shouldn't have been there. I already done pretty much, outside of the food, but it wasn't really no option. But before I got in this situation, I was pretty much a vegan. So it's straight, it ain't really bothering me. But so I done cleansed myself and I can feel, and that's another thing about food. As I intake food, my body tells me, okay, stop doing this for a while, stop doing that for a while. It's like, it's like your bottom will itch. You know what I'm saying? When you put in too much sugar, it's just a sign to say get off of it. It'll irritate your booty, will irritate. When you put too much sugar in your body, you just stop, and then keep you from catching diabetes, you know what I'm saying? Way ahead of time. But what else? It's all kinds of stuff I ain't gonna teach y'all. And I don't want to get in them doctor way. Them doctors can be ruthless too, man. We gotta learn we need to elevate and heal the realm, though. We gotta learn to get. At this moment, we all gotta get past these games so we can come together like adults, be for real about it, and just heal already. But anyway. I'm trying to show y'all something. This everybody. This ain't no white people, ain't for black guys, black people, ain't everything. Gotta bring a sign pole here with a flag, with a vessel. Gotta turn a sign pole, give a sign pole a soul. But the sign pole got soul. You see oil around everything when it rains, you see that oil, right? Gotta bring a sign pole here. And say that sign pole save some lives. You know what I'm saying? Because of the direction it sent people. I'm just saying this is just this is assumption. Come back a vessel. See how it work itself out. Yeah, well, but that's why you should a better way of it, a better example. Just thank everything. Thank everything you do. Thank God for everything. Thank God for everything. Thank everything. You drink a drink, and you done with the can. And, thank you, can, before you throw it away. I appreciate it. Same with a cigarette. Thank you, cigarette. It'll be easier for you to quit. They're little tricks, bro. You wouldn't think real, but they are. Anyway, so you get right here, and they say you on the drug, you want to quit, you quit early, and you relapse. Well, that's your ancestors or your guardian angel making you go. You think it's the deity or entity, whatever you want to call it, but it's really your guardian angel until you go back, stay right there. It could be a demon though, it could do that, but at first it's be like go back. It can turn into a demon for you when after it done told you to go back for so long and you done broke and you said, well, I done tried to quit, I ain't finna quit, I'm gonna keep doing the drug. Well, that's a demon then. See, you get to this point where you're doing this drug and you finally, you wanna quit too early and it ain't time for you to quit because you haven't learned your lesson, you haven't got your feel of it. That's why you should enjoy sowing your royal oats. Don't complain about it so much, don't worry about it, don't let too many people make you worry about it. Because when you finally just endure it and embrace it to its fullest, you're going to be ready to quit comfortably. It ain't going to be no, I'm going to miss this, I can't wait. Oh, I remember when I was back in the days, I had 3 ounces of cocaine. Ain't going to be all that ratchetness. You know what I'm saying? You going to actually forget about it. You're going to twitch when you think about it, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just thank God I'm away from it. You know what I'm saying? When you did that, what did you do after that? That's what you need to think about. Cause I know I was out there. Don't none of y'all act right when you do that kind of stuff. It be party over here. You don't, and you wake up and you don't even remember what you did. You try to not remember, but you do remember, and that's why you go right back to the drug because you don't want to remember. You go back to the drug because you're going back to the same party animals that made that same mistake with you. It's just a long list of stuff to keep you in that, to keep you in them cycles, man. Them cycles, no matter what you look at, how you look at them cycles. That's repetition. Well, it ain't repetition, cycle. And then once you realize that even after you done maxed it out, now it's other planets that done did a great job with elevating the Earth to the point where it don't actually seem like it's just this little Ouroboros thing, but we haven't got nowhere near that. But and even the wealthy of us, the richest of us, still ain't doing nothing, bro. You just do this, do that, it's over. You know it. We know it. Everybody do. So it's been past time for the planet to evolve. But it can't evolve as long as we keep standing all this low value. As a whole and the planet, in order for the planet to evolve, we all gotta start getting this and saying, okay, something is, if we want to move forward, think about it. You can only elevate as an individual when you finally be real about it. Now, I'm talking about before you get with the organization, you can get away with murder. Before you get with the government and before you get with all these big things and you can get away with stuff. Be real about it. Now, and you still don't, then karma still whoop on you. So be real about it. When you really truly don't elevate until you ascend yourself, right? Until you finally say, if you're an addict, you can't go get a government job. Let's be real about it. I'm talking about without that fake handshake and all that stuff. I'm talking about get rid of all that. The real regular rule, put the real regular rules right there. You can't do all that. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't go get no job. You going on your nose, you sucking your nose gone. You're on your second nose. And I don't know why I keep doing that. You're on your second nose. And you want this high paying job. You can't get it. They want to give it to you. You got the knowledge, you got the ability, you know how to do it, you great at it, but they can't give it to you because you geeked up all the time. And you know that. So finally you start getting geeked up, you get the job, right? Well, that's how it works. That's how it's like that as a whole with all of us. That's the only reason why you even able to keep decapitating evolution. Because if people was truly elevating, you couldn't get with a whole lot of people and say, yeah, let's get rid of Nicole Tesla for this Bluetooth power line, because we ain't gonna have no job, something that's lazy. But you'd even say that you was just being lazy anyway. And if you took somebody out like that, because there wouldn't be no jobs, and they've been that blue. That was just complete and utter laziness, bro. And you really didn't need the money anyway. You probably just took that man out. That was just ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? So if everybody elevated together and a whole, if everybody elevated together, you can't go and say, I think this person should do this, and I think it don't matter how powerful you are, because other powerful people around you, they gotta say so too. And that other powerful person gonna say, sit down somewhere. You already know we need evolution. Sit down somewhere. We ain't finna kill nobody else. You just lazy. You might need to step down and give it to your son. That's what I tell him. And if I was you, I'd go get some help for being a narcissist, because it looked like you conjured up a demon somewhere down the line. I'd jolt them out, boy. And then hurry up and get their life together. But that's really how it goes. So a lot of times we come here to evolve, because God knows you can't be in heaven with all that. So you come to earth to cleanse all that out so you can go back to heaven, but you wind up going to hell. You created your own hell because you didn't even want to. You fell more in love with being an addict than you did with heaven. That's how it really goes, though. And y'all done programmed yourself so bad to the point where y'all think this is life. Y'all think when you look at people like me, you say, oh man, he bored. Now it's boring because I'm the only one. Because if I wasn't the only one, what we'll be doing? Creating, right? We'll be inventing, right? We'll be building, right? Like we're supposed to. But since nobody want to do it no more, that's why it seems boring to you. But to me, you boring. Because all you're going to do is the same thing. Go steal somebody's money, get on drugs, and go to another bed. That's boring. That's repetition right there. And that's why your body try to tell you, well, since you love hell so much, we're gonna give you this hell suit. And that's where the rottenness comes from, the mushroom stuff comes from. The reason why I say that so easy, I know y'all say he shouldn't say, yeah, I should, because you can heal it. I know you can heal it, because I've been healing people my whole life. If you don't want to heal it, that means you want everybody else to be like you. Hurt people, hurt people. Sit down somewhere. On a couch. That's how it worked, though. That's how it worked. God took me away yesterday. I got a little break yesterday. I got to chill with some family. I like when they do that in my dream. But anyway, yeah. I seen the North Node energy yesterday and everything. I seen everybody. Even some energy trying to, it ain't no worth talking about. They was trying to help, and they were trying to doppelganger me and help, basically. But they were with one of the girls I was supposed to be with, and it was like she came and got me. And dropped me off with Ed. Something like that. It was good. That was a good dream. But anyway, but that's how it go though. And it's like y'all just move. It's just the next party with y'all. I know, bro. I grew up in that stuff. Man, y'all ain't doing that, man. And the way we growed up in, like our little club was jumping so bad. James Brown used to come there, bro. James Brown used to come down there, dang. The James Brown, the king of pop, everybody love in the world. James Brown used to go to that little club down all the time, bro. Man, some of the best people go to that club, bro. I know I've seen the rich folk that got it all, but have to come to these dark places just to live how they want to live, to be free. So I already know, bro. Y'all ain't did nothing. Y'all ain't doing nothing, bro. It don't matter who y'all are, man. You get all that money, you get stuck. Even the money can get you stuck, going around and around in a cycle. I know. Go ask anybody. Go ask. I mean, when it comes down to my dating, then they'll tell you this. They'll be like, yeah, you telling the truth. James Brown, why? Dang, James Brown been in the house. Dang, come in this house dancing like that. That's probably why I keep doing it. You know, as a kid, I'm looking at him. Like, oh man, look at them feet. I don't remember like I really, I was a baby. You know what I'm saying? James Brown, bro. Hell, I think Michael Jackson done been down here with James Brown before. I can't remember though. Or he done went somewhere with James Brown before. He done came to see James. This is street, bro. It's slum. They used to be. This is what people called back in the day, bro. This is what the wealthy would come to hide and do dirt. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we used to have a joke on the block when we see big time Masons and stuff, and they say they used to come to the block and they used to say, yeah, we're going to the underground, and we yeah, you coming to the hood, huh? You finna come mess up our hood to get your money back. That's what we used to tell them, bro. I ain't doing that, bro. It ain't. As a whole in the world, we haven't elevated along. It's some people have secretly. They don't want to say, hell, who blame them? Who can blame them? Wealthy or poor, it don't matter. Who can blame them? You ain't gonna do nothing to take them out. People, let me tell y'all been doing this for so long, bro. It's already new Nikola Tesla's out here and Einstein's out here. Better musicians than y'all could ever see. I saw an artist last night, bro. I said, you need to be, this should have been viral. This should have went viral. I don't know if it was his song or somebody else's song. That song, he had like 75,000 views. That song should have been in the millions, bro. It's like y'all still out there slick this hating, bro. And a lot of y'all, I'm gonna tell you gatekeepers out there, they keep blaming y'all for it, but I don't think it's possible for a gatekeeper to hate to that degree. I think it's the other stuff. Gatekeepers, I don't think you introducing the songs to the gatekeepers. Be real with you. Now that I see how the gatekeepers starting to work, that's a more of a natural type of thing, bro. It's like y'all ain't even bringing that. Y'all probably them some bad producers, bro, that's involved in this dark covenant born form stuff. Can't put that out. You know, we need. Let me shut up, cause it's good and bad at all of it. But I join y'all out, bro. Cause y'all got these bad institutions and they harass people. That's like my case. It's more like it's harassment and abuse. And that's what God get rid of. That's another thing. So let's look at the drug. You trying to quit and you quit too early. Well, it's an institution that's around you. It's like a harass. It's like a necessary. It's like a necessary harassment and abuse around you to make sure you don't move too early. Because let's say you move too early and you get this job and you get good, and next thing you know you meet a friend. He said, man, let's party together. And he said, yeah, you do this. You like, well, I quit fast. I'll do it again. But this time it gets you. But he had that good. And this time it got you real good. And you went back, you relapsed. So to keep you from relapsing, you stay right there and within them institutional walls. And they just bang on you for a while and bang on you for a while to really get that out of your system. Like, let's say it's a wife I supposed to meet, and she want to make sure her institution, but it ain't like that in my case, her institution want to make sure I ain't got lust in me. And she just keep on her institution. It ain't her institution keep banging on me and banging on me and banging on me and banging on me, making sure I don't lust and cheat. And you would think something like that is normal, but it's not. If you married to somebody, it ain't good. It's really not good to lust, whether you with the person you lusted for or not. If you married to somebody, because you'll die and go to hell, and you'll wish you had somebody. You'll never get nobody. You'll die and go to hell. You have to lust to the day. You have to lust for an eternity. They'll put you in hell. You'll lust for eternity. You'll never get a woman or you'll never get a man. So if you got a wife or a husband, you better not do that. You better figure out how to make them look like more, or y'all better talk about it and figure out something else. You better figure out how to make y'all relationship better. Because somebody is watching. The reason why I say that, because it's always something watching everybody. It's like I said, we all got parents over there on the other side, and they assign us these guardians that you don't, especially if you poor, they assign you these guardians because you really wealthy. You beyond wealthy. If you poor, if you born poor, and they assign you these, because it's like you're supposed to be in that situation as well. How you deal with it, because you're probably in the warrior bracket, and how you deal with it, maybe not all the time, but maybe. And they assign you this energy that watch you everywhere you go. So everything you do, they see it and they take it down and they give it to God. And that's why you stay there. That's why if you finally pass that part, you'll go around and you go to another sin. And that's another problem that you had over there. And that's another problem you need to heal. I'm trying to show the whole world how to really truly heal, bro. Without stressing yourself and thinking, oh, it'll live like that. No, we ain't moving because you are bored, not me. I'm not bored. We not moving because you are bored. Because you scared to leave the drugs. You scared to do this because you get into this anger. You get into your emotions. You scared to quit all that overly active sex because you get into your emotions about all this stuff. And then, you know, when you get to my level, you start to realize some of these are missions. Now, that's a different story. I'm not talking about all that now. When you get there and you just start, you know, really, this mess is long. I ain't know it that long. I'm trying to explain it to y'all because I'm so sick of y'all saying that's boring. No, y'all boring. That's why we ain't elevated. That's why ain't nothing elevated. Because to evolve, over half the world gotta be ready to do this. Over half the world gotta be willing and ready to do this. And in order to be willing and ready to do this, we must evolve out of our natural state of mind, out of our comfort zone. Yeah, that's your comfort zone. If you're scared, you'll be amazed how many of us are scared of our higher self. You see, saying you want to be in your higher self. That's why some people just try to tap into it with psychedelics and still over there and then come back. But, you know, whatever. But when you tap into your higher self, you know what you got to do to be your higher self. You can't deal with yourself to that degree. Because you don't think that anger is going to pass. You don't think that them emotions going to pass. But that's God. When them emotions start to come and when that mission start to show up inside of you, that's when your ancestors that's when they finally working. That's when your guardian angels finally can work with you. That's when God can finally work with you because that's where they need you to be at. That's where you're supposed to be at. That's why it feels so bad. It's temporary. It's all temporary. You're going to get so strong. That's why you see people get off. You go to prison before you start trying to get into the illegal drugs in the prison. You see how strong everybody get, how strong they look, and how they act. That's really good. I'm telling you, I learned a lot from prisons and jails. I ain't never been to prison, but I've been in jail enough to know how prison probably will be. And I learn when I go in there. Cause I don't like people going to prison and stuff, but I like the obedience and the discipline they got. That's why I used to say, if I was wealthy, I would make movies at least. If I was wealthy, I would set up a program to where I would look at and monitor a woman for so long and without her knowing. And then I would give her an opportunity to get out of that. I would pay the warden them real good. And I would give them an opportunity, give that one woman, the warden to know about it, everybody would know about it. And I would give that person, not everybody, but just certain people, to keep it real, very, very, very secretive, you know what I'm saying? But I would give that woman an opportunity to marry a king, bro. I was like, you can come out of here as long as you be my wife. Cause I like the discipline, how they get in there, you know what I'm saying? I actually added to my outside life, and it's beautiful. when a lot of them get out of prison or jail and start back acting wild, I don't do that, bro. I like that disciplinary that they got within themselves. They make you know, when you go through something that intense, you wind up turning out to be some of the best parents in the world. Nobody want to talk about that though.